It's really nice to be home for Christmas, and I thought I would give you a little update here. Tor converted me to being a coffee drinker. I had an amazing team, and getting to work alongside them, I learned so much about what it looks like to love people and show them grace. And I also learned a whole lot about people in general and how to work with other people and be a team player. I consider it an incredible privilege that I got to travel around the country at this age. Every place I went, I got to see how there are unique cultures in the US. The culture of California is so much different than the culture of Minnesota or South Carolina, and I loved experiencing that. Joy was my tour theme, and it's so cool looking back to see how God really has developed that in me more. I learned over tour to view life more as an adventure and to live every moment. I have so much to be grateful for. And hey, when I get 8 hours of sleep, that's a big deal. And hey, there's not as much reason to say I'm tired, because I've experienced tour now. About a year ago, somebody mentioned the idea of self-awareness, and I thought, why would I want to be self-aware? But going through tour, I realized that the more I understand myself, the more I'll be able to respond to situations and grow and use my strengths and help in areas where I am weak by asking others for their help. Coming home, it was interesting to see whether people thought I'd changed or not, and one of my friends actually said, it isn't really so much that you've changed, it's that you've filled yourself in more. So I'm excited to see that I better understand myself and am more confident in being who God's made me to be. A concept we talked a lot about on tour is being curious. I feel like my curiosity level has expanded by leaps and bounds in all kinds of dramatic ways. But the coolest thing about being curious is that I've realized more how interesting people are, and how just by caring about getting to know them, I can better understand people and better show them love. Whereas in the past, it was really easy to assume things. Now I'm more quick to say, how can I be curious about them? So those are the 5 things, the best things about tour for me. I am sure I will continue learning and seeing ways I've grown from tour, because it truly was a life-changing experience. A question I've been getting a lot is, well, Jessica, what's next? My next adventure is I'm going to go as an East Asia instructor to Singapore in March. I'm really excited to take the skills I've learned and be able to share them with others, and to be able to experience a whole nother culture. And East Asia, as I've heard, is a really, really cool culture. So I'm very excited to go spend time with the people there and continue to grow. Now, part of this adventure is that we've been given a really limited amount of time to fundraise. So my current adventure is figuring out how to raise $1,500, which is half of the amount I need to raise, by Monday night. It's exciting and a little bit risky thinking about how that's going to happen, but I'm excited to see how it does. If you're interested in supporting me or supporting my team, you can read about that in the post below, where I give all the instructions. And I just want to thank you so much for following my adventures over tour, and I hope to be able to share some adventures and stories from Singapore in a few months.